Okay, we're going to be looking at something interesting I made a while back. These are softies or booties or whatever you want to call them. It's probably not a manly name for them. But essentially, they are just kind of handmade foot warmers or foot covers. Um, and I'll get into what they're made out of and the purpose for these here in a second. Basically, this outer material is ripstop nylon, just like same stuff that parachutes are made out of. It's a synthetic fabric, it's waterproof, and then there's another layer of this kind of burgundy um, polyester type satiny material. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's also another synthetic material. And the reason I chose those is because the waterproofing doesn't matter. Essentially, this is to keep your feet warm when you're camping. I intended it to be mainly for hammock camping, but you could put this on in a tent or anything else just to keep your feet warm at night. But it was specifically designed for hammocks, so there's nothing hard, no rubber bottoms or anything like that. It's all just made out of fabric. The actual soles are made out of this um, synthetic leather, like pleather type material. It's also waterproof, and it has a padded layer of cotton on the inside, on the underside of it. So that's what the bottoms are made out of. It's not really meant to be a shoe at all. Let's get that clear. If you want to walk on it, technically you can, especially in your tent. You really shouldn't be walking with these outside. However, I wanted to give it a waterproof and more durable bottom sole so that those occasions when you are absolutely freezing cold at night and you have to get out of your hammock and use the bathroom, if you're too lazy to take your shoes off, and you want to just walk over to a tree to relieve yourself, you can wear these, hop back in your hammock, and you're not going to like gash open the bottoms or get them soaking wet because they won't absorb water. So technically you can wear these outside, just walking around your camp if you wanted, and they should hold up pretty good for that. Um, they are extra big to allow you to wear, like sweatpants. They're not going to fit like socks. They're going to fit more kind of like stockings or boots. They're almost the shape of like a Christmas stocking type thing. But they don't zip up or tie up. You just slide your feet in and they fit loosely around your foot. And I have really big feet. That's why these are pretty large. Um, the fabric that won't really breathe. Now there's pros and cons to that. It's going to trap all the heat in, so it's going to keep your feet extremely warm. But it won't breathe, so they could sweat. However, since they are extra big, they shouldn't really fully seal up at the top around your leg. I mean, they may a little bit depending on what you're wearing. But there's also going to be loose air inside, so you're going to get some ventilation. Um, there's seams here too, which will allow some of the air to come through. So as far as your feet sweating and things like that, you'd probably be relatively okay. Um, Inside, it's got that inner layer of satin, and this is really smooth material, really slick and comfortable. Um, this this one, you can see that layer is on the outside on one half. Now the aesthetics, how these look, doesn't matter how these look. These are not meant to be worn around. They're not meant to look cool. They're not meant to even be camouflage or waterproof. That's just the material I use since I had extra material for that. So as far as how they look, it doesn't matter. I just made a miscalculation when I was making these, and I cut the fabric the wrong way, but I didn't even care because again, nobody should even see you wearing these because it's just something for sleeping in. So it does have this layer sewn on the wrong way, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, inside, all right, let's talk about the soles. So the soles are this layer of this synthetic uh, leather, which does have cotton on the other side, like just kind of like a cotton base that the leather is adhered to. Then I used, I believe, a piece of canvas and another type of material. So there's actually 3 layers of material sewn into the bottom. So you want I wanted the bottom of my feet to be very warm and also a little bit padded and durable in case, like I said, I want to get up in the middle of the night and walk into the forest to go use the restroom if I had to. I don't want anything poking through or feeling every little rock and pebble. On top of that, I have these, I wonder if you can even see it. There is rabbit fur in the bottom of these, okay? And that is just laid in there like this in the shape of my foot. You can see that one has an R for the right foot. These are left and right, so you can't, they're not really reversible. They do have to be on a specific foot. They don't have that real accentuated look of the foot, but they are kind of angled more towards one side for the toes. So I guess if you had to, you could reverse the feet, but technically there's a right and a left one. Again, on the purpose of the rabbit fur, it's going to just add extra warmth inside. The bottom is going to be extremely soft if you walk on these and warm, and it's just going to kind of take up a little bit of the space in there, and it's going to add additional warmth. So the soles are lined with rabbit fur, and this one's like that as well. I just thought that'd be a nice little touch. I had some extra rabbit pelts left over, and I figured I'd use them in these. But, you know, again, just to kind of sum up here, these are softie foot covers that you would wear in a hammock or a tent when sleeping, just to keep your feet extra warm and to have something to cover them if you need to walk around your camp at night and you don't want to put on your boots. So, going to be doing more videos showcasing some of the things that I've made. I do have a lot of handmade stuff in addition to just gear, survival and hunting gear that I bought. So, you know, check out the other videos I have on my channel if you're interested in this kind of stuff, and subscribe if you like what you see. But other than that, thanks for watching. Take care.